So I'm in the office right now. It is 12:56 a.m. on a Wednesday night going into Thursday morning, I guess. And I just wanted to document everything that's been going on because I haven't posted a YouTube video in about 3 months. So I wanted to talk about kind of a heads down phase of my life that I'm in right now, what I've been up to, and kind of what I think it takes to get to the next level. So I'm up till 1 here doing security deposit returns and handling maintenance requests for the property management company that I'm at. And that's not necessarily what I want to be doing, but that's the work that needs to be done. And so what I've been doing these past few months is starting my career with working full time, making the shift from being a student back in May to graduating and working full time starting in June. And then I'm probably 3 or 4 months into that right now, just focused on trying to learn as much as possible about the real estate game so that I can be purchasing my first properties. So working full time at the property management company, which is about 45 to 55 hours a week probably, and then working part-time to try to get an acquisition with my friends Chris and Josh. So we've been offering on a bunch of properties, analyzing a lot of deals, working on raising money, and we recently had our first property go into escrow, actually. So after a few months of offering and failing and not getting stuff accepted, we have a property in Pacific Beach that we're working on, going through the escrow process to acquire. So I kind of wanted to just document this phase of my life, not necessarily that there's a message behind it or a major takeaway for people to think of or look at, but basically for me to just share what I've been up to, so that I can look back in maybe 5 or 10 years and think about the time that I was just heads down, focused on working without seeing any immediate gratification, like working really hard to analyze deals and to offer on a lot of things and that kind of work without seeing any results, and just being willing to do the work that needs to be done even when I'm tired or I don't want to do it, because I know that that's what it takes to actually build a portfolio, to have properties and to have the passive income that I want. Everybody that's a successful real estate investor, I think, has had this phase in their life when they're just putting in the hours and no one sees it, and it doesn't matter that no one sees it, because you know that even if the results aren't coming, you're just getting 1% better every single day. And eventually you're gonna have that break, that overnight success, where eventually an offer is accepted and you raise the first bit of money, you go full cycle on a deal, and all of a sudden you have a track record. And I've been in this game, the development space in San Diego, for about 4 years now. And that's what it takes, is just 4 years of being willing to work until 1 a.m. when you don't want to, so that eventually you can have that lucky break where something gets accepted and you have the money saved up, and it's time to actually be in that first deal. Because I think the first deal is the hardest for everybody. Being able to save up enough money to buy your first home by yourself, or being able to learn enough and build the network to get into a deal without your own money, because you know how to analyze deals really well, you know how to source deals really well, and you have the skill of raising money from others. I think that once this first deal is rolling as far as construction and it gets sold or a refinance, that really helps with the money raising on deal number 2. So what I'm doing right now in this video is just kind of documenting that journey, because I know it won't always be like this. I know I have an obsessive personality where if I'm super focused on a certain task or learning about a certain subject, like real estate development or multifamily investing, that I can just lock in and learn as much as I possibly can from paid courses, from free courses, from mentors, just people in my network, people around the city. And I think if you can get obsessed about something for a year, there's no stopping where you'll go. A year ago, I didn't know how to analyze a deal. And then I joined Chris's community and he taught me how to analyze deals. And then I joined Gabe Bowling's community and he taught me how to analyze multifamily deals. And then I surrounded myself with people that were making $1 million or $2 million or $3 million a year in real estate. And it just showed me what was possible through this industry where you're in complete control of your income. So that's kind of the main message, if there is one here, is just be obsessed about something for a year. Be obsessed and don't expect to see any results at all. And then eventually you'll get your lucky break and you'll get into your first escrow, or you'll close your first deal as an agent. It took me 2 years of being licensed as a real estate agent before I closed my first deal. And it would have been easy to give up after 1 year and say, sales isn't for me. But I just kept putting in the repetitions and putting one foot in front of the other, even when there were no results and people had negative things to say. I didn't care, because I knew that as long as I didn't give up, as cliche as it sounds, as long as I didn't give up, I hadn't failed yet. So I was just going to keep making calls or keep knocking doors or keep posting content. And eventually that first deal would come, and it did. Same with the offers. Just keep submitting offers, keep analyzing deals, keep talking to people about them putting money in the deals that I find. And then eventually that first one goes to escrow, and we raise the money for the earnest money deposit. And we're still raising the money for the plans and permits now. But if you can be obsessed with something for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and just delay that gratification, I guarantee you'll be fine.